Hey guys, this is Dave with the Budget Build Box Truck Camper. Hey, as you guys, it's been a little bit since I've done an update, so I figured I'd just give you a heads up what's going on. As you see, we've got some insulation on the board, or excuse me, on the walls. It's been a rough one. Sorry, guys. We also have some R13 starting to double it up in the back. With all the joists that are back there by the back door, so that way it's well insulated. I still have to put in 3 more rows of insulation just to go ahead and get it, insulated properly. But I have to wait because I have to reinforce that center stud wall due to the fact my plumbing's got to be run down there for the shower stall. So it's gonna be, a few still. Um, we went ahead. We picked up some plastic 4x8 sheets, which is supposed to be like paneling, but it's really flexible. We're going to put it up on the ceiling. As you can see right there, it's rolled up on the floor. We did cut a piece to try putting on the ceiling, but me and the wife, we struggled to just try to get it up in this area. Needless to say, it's a little bit too heavy, I think, for that China top and bracing. So we're just going to go with 4x8 sheets of paneling and put it up. And then what we'll do is we'll use that plastic board. We'll straighten it back out, and we'll line the bathroom with it to keep the moisture off the walls, make it easier to clean up. So that means in the center there, that center foam board on the wall, I'll have to cut in a window for breathing because I don't know about putting a vent in the China top and not having it leak. That's my main concern. So, but as you see, the subfloor is going back in, and we're slowly making some headway on this. Needless to say, a week ago, came out, tried to start the truck, just to let it run because it's been a while, and heard what sounded like a little boy with a ball peen hammer. Well, pulled codes on it, and because that was, check engine light on, multiple cylinder misfire, typical P300. It couldn't narrow it down, so we tore the valve covers off along with the coil packs, looking to make sure we didn't have a broken spring or something. Needless to say, went ahead and pulled out number 8 spark plug, and needless to say, it was a Niagara Falls coming out of the spark plug hole. Well, we found out that injector was locked in the on position, just froze. So it was just dumping fuel in that hole. Well, needless to say, for the guys that know, a little bit about internals on engines, here is part of the rod. Here's another part of the rod. This is the baffle out of the engine that's still in the truck. And as you see, there's a nice big hole down here. The rod went ahead and cleanly snapped off at the connecting rod, at the crank, and also at the wrist pin at the bottom of the piston. Piston in number 8 hole, needless to say, is stuck at the top. But on inspection with a mirror, it did not look like it scored the walls, which is good. So we pulled the old motor out of storage, and it used to be in the truck. Decided to tear it down and pull out a couple of pistons and rods, swap them over. Well, needless to say, we got over here to number 2 after we pulled the head, and it's awful clean. So I think there was another issue with this engine besides the oil pump going out. So needless to say, we've got to do a little bit more research on this motor. Hopefully nothing major. That way we can still salvage parts and, get them swapped over, which shouldn't be a problem. So, but needless to say, it's going to be a little bit before, being this week it's going to drop down into the 20s. So I don't think we're going to go ahead and do too much inside the camper. It's going to be more of internal, working on a model railroad maybe. I don't know yet, but needless to say, we did make some headway, but now we're sort of getting set back, because it is the holidays, and with the engine setback and everything. So thank God I wasn't running the motor full tilt. It just was at idle when I heard it, so I shut it off. So hopefully, not too much was damaged besides the connecting rod and the baffle here, which thank God I have the old motor, which is going to be the donor for parts that I need. And I'll make sure that I save the cylinder heads there, because there's nothing wrong with them, being those are about $500 a piece bare. So I'll refurbish them myself and put them up on the shelf so I have them for down the road. But other than that, I figure I'd just give you guys a quick update on the camper, what we're doing, and getting closer to getting some windows. As you see, we've got some buttons put in here, all up and down. We do have reinforcing studs on the walls, and we did get some of the ceiling. Majority of it is insulated, just waiting on paneling to go up to hold it up. We gotta secure all that so it doesn't squeak going down the road. But other than that, I guess we'll catch you guys on the next update. So if you can build it, do it. Save yourself some money.